And you? What do you think of the sexual zeitgeist?
Well, I think that I'll even draw it back one more generation to my parents' generation of there was what would be considered lewd behavior, but that line of lewd behavior has moved on quite a bit from my parents' time to my time to 20-something-year-olds' time now. There's a vast difference, and I don't know if it's evolutionary or if it's more psychosomatic of each progressive generation wants to outdo the generation before it, wants to be more outrageous, more radical, or more fundamental. We see the pendulum swing back and forth all the time in many different fields, and I think sexuality is just another field, just like politics or abortion or drinking or drugs. You have people on both sides of the viewpoint of the mainstream, if you will. But I do see that the mainstream has deviated course from when I was a kid. Anal sex was barely heard of when I was a kid, and now it's very prevalent in mainstream society. Blowjobs and stuff were the big thing when I was a kid, oral sex. But now that's almost like a handshake. I mean, if a girl doesn't want, I've heard this on dates, not my dates, but I've heard this from people telling me stories of, the girl didn't want to have sex with him, so she went down on him. Or the guy didn't feel like having sex, so he went down on her. And so, it stems from the White House scandals all the way to Main Street America. And I think we see this, the mainstream has changed. And I think it will continue to change. Which way it will go, no one could say for sure. But I think it's just part of humanity that we do evolve and we do change our mainstream views.
As far as sexual things becoming mainstream, interesting point. You never heard about people shaving before, and now you can go to your local salon and you can get a Brazilian wax. I'm sorry, but when did it become popular for you to go to an absolute stranger that isn't a doctor and show off your hoo-hoo? That's definitely a changing zeitgeist.
I don't know about you, but all this sex talk has made me horny. Want to go to bed?
Yeah.